We've started receiving reviews for the next flagship title in Microsoft's arsenal, Avowed. Does it hold up to the likes of its forefathers Skyrim or Pillars of Eternity, or is it another forgettable magic RPG? Let's find out. Currently, Avowed is sitting at a 79 for PC and an 80 for Xbox Series X on Metacritic. Currently on PC, 81% of the reviews are positive, 19% are mixed, and there are no negative reviews to speak of. At the top of the reviews, we have the only 100 from VG247 saying, "That's what Avowed is. Strong storytelling, great combat, lovely visuals, and utterly charming. It's not going to light everyone's hair on fire, but that's fine, because I know for a certain subset of people, refined people of taste, if you ask me, Avowed will enjoy cult classic status. It doesn't necessarily push the envelope, but nor does it need to. It's exactly what it needs to be." And XGN with a 92 noting, "Obsidian has proven once again that they are the masters of role-playing games. Avowed has excellent combat, lively characters, a beautiful world, and the storytelling is masterful. If they just fix a couple of bugs, they've got a masterpiece on their hands." On the other end of that, the lowest review comes in at a 60 from GameSpot saying, "Its world is fun to explore and navigate, but its story fails to wrap this in a captivating tale with a satisfying conclusion. It's an experience that routinely swaps between exhilarating moments and frustrating slogs, and often lean towards the latter the closer you get to the game's climax." Similarly, Well Played gave the game a 60, noting, "Avowed moves Obsidian Entertainment even further toward the action side of action RPG, with a satisfying combat system and vibrant world stapled to an engaging narrative and surface-level role-playing systems. Despite its initially promising setup, Avowed never rises above a binge-and-forget experience." And while these lower scores are more in the realm of outlier, they are still worth noting. And while some don't feel this sentiment, it seems Avowed may have played it too safe. And while this isn't a bad thing, it stops it from pushing into the realm of all-time great. IGN shares this sentiment nicely, saying, "With awesome world building and stellar character writing, Avowed reminds me why I fell in love with Obsidian's RPG in the first place. However, the bigger picture is that it plays it quite safe, with a by-the-numbers fantasy adventure that's more familiar than evolutionary, and there's barely any enemy variety to keep its swords and sorcery battles interesting for long." Like I said before, this is definitely the minority opinion, but still a fair amount of reviewers express this sentiment, so I wanted to bring it up. Most reviews don't seem to mind that the game played it safe and is just a really great action RPG. The common opinion is that Avowed does what Obsidian does best: create a really enjoyable RPG with great characters, gameplay, and a story that is enjoyable from the beginning to the end. Games Radar Plus notes that Avowed fills a first-person void within the fantasy RPG genre, but it also stands as an immersive spin on Pillars of Eternity without losing any of the stellar storytelling and world-building that Obsidian Entertainment is known for. WCCF Tech also notes the same sentiment, saying, "Avowed marks a significant step up for Obsidian compared to The Outer Worlds. The game retains the studio's signature excellent writing and narrative while improving the combat and providing a lot of great content to go through." So what are reviewers liking about the combat specifically? Well, like a great CRPG, it has a wide variety of combat styles that all work in their own way. You can use magic, swords, hand-to-hand. It all works well, and none of the styles feel better or worse than the other. Game Pressure says, "But in Avowed, I find myself constantly swapping between various weapons. Everything from the wand to the mace to the arquebus is unique and has interesting use cases. It's also fairly easy to get used to the crafting and improvement system." The story is also getting similar praise. Reviewers are saying the story is a strong fantasy-filled romp that at times may be a bit over the top, but enjoyable nonetheless. Reviewers are also noting how enjoyable the cast of characters are, bringing the story to life and creating an RPG that is worth experiencing. Game Pressure says they feel the characters have backstories worth exploring and a world that begs to be explored. So overall, what is the consensus on Avowed? Well, it's a really good action RPG, a strong addition to Obsidian's line of great games, and a story and combat experience that is worth exploring. While it may play it a bit safe at times, it doesn't stop Avowed from being a great game. I thought VG247 encapsulated this sentiment nicely by saying, In that sense, Avowed is perfect proof of a great proof in all game design. And in the execution of all art, you sometimes don't need to pitch a revolution. Instead, you just need to have something to say, and then use the established tools and concepts to say it well. So, let me know in the comments below, are you planning to pick up Avowed? If so, let me know your thoughts on it. I am definitely going to play this. It's coming to Xbox and PC Game Pass, which I have, so I'll definitely give this a shot. I personally loved Obsidian's previous RPGs and think this could turn into a classic. So, as always, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.